Greetings, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about authenticity. Baishu, arigatou gozaimasu. And welcome back to the 11th year of the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the three-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Prezen no Tachiden. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muda ni suru no wa yamimashou. And my just-released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. This podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan. Trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We're not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentation Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in no Share Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcaster Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is Otsukare-sama deshita. Otsukare-sama deshita. Otsukare-sama deshita. We worked hard, haven't we? You've worked hard. Well done. We put in some hard work here, haven't we? So this is when maybe working together with your colleagues on something and you finish the project or you finish the piece of work, and you just say, Otsukare-sama deshita. Otsukare-sama deshita. And this is something obviously the boss would say to one of the staff, one of the subordinates. After they've done some good work, they say, Otsukare-sama deshita. Thank you for your hard work. Otsukare-sama deshita. Between colleagues, we can say Otsukare-sama deshita, meaning, together we worked hard, we did a good job, well done, thank you for your contribution, you put in the effort, thank you, thank you, thank you. Otsukare-sama deshita, otsukare-sama deshita, otsukare-sama deshita. Now this is episode number 585, and today we're talking about why authenticity matters, inspiring leadership for Japan's evolving workplace. The blowtorch has never been applied more ferociously to how leaders lead than what we see today. Once upon a time, there were resumes piling up. Consider who we would hire. We had the whip hand, and the applicants felt the lash. Now, the roles have been reversed, and the applicants are interviewing us rather than the other way around. I've done my weekly podcast, Japan's Top Business Interviews, now for over 5 years. Talking to CEOs here about one topic, leading in Japan. It was never intended for this when I started 5 years ago, but many of the leaders tell me it is having a positive impact on getting people they want to hire to join the company, in preference to another firm. The reason is that my style of interviewing allows the leader to be authentic and talk in their natural voice. There is no corporate propaganda being issued or false flags being flown. This is what employees want from their companies, and in particular from their supervisors. It's easy to proclaim your superior values when times are good. When times get tough, that is when you discover if what you have been told by your boss is real or fake. I had this experience. It was very disappointing. I heard all about the importance of our customer, but when the economy went off the rails, the customer was instantly propelled overboard, and everything was about the sole interest of the firm. Short-termism took over, and many bridges were burnt to the ground. Promises retracted, and customer collateral damage was waved away as unfortunate. Any faith I had in the senior leadership and their commitment to the stated values of the firm evaporated. As the boss, we have to be very careful about the congruency between what we say and what we do. If you talk about wellness, but we expect people to drive themselves to ill health, then we are revealed for who we really are. Our interests are the real priority. Over the years, when looking through people's resumes, I would ask about some blank spaces. They would tell me they had to quit the company because the horrendous overtime had made them ill. As an Aussie, I always thought to myself, how ridiculous. But that was the norm in Japan back in those dark days. Find out more. We come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do them in Japanese and we do them in English, we do them in our super safe classroom. We do them live online. The show today is being brought to you by, on the 5th and 6th of December, our High Impact Presentations course. Next year, February 13th, we'll be doing the Dale Carnegie course, 3-day version on the 13th of February. On the 14th of February, we're doing Winning with Relationship Selling. And on the 22nd and 23rd, we will do High Impact Presentations. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. So that's www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. So that's greg.story, STORY, at dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 2,300 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs right up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television. Don't forget to grab my business best-selling books on Japan on Amazon. Japan Sales Mastery, which is Saegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muda ni suru wa yamemashou. And my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery. And all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. If we talk about work, non-work balance, but we push people to work long hours, we are hypocrites. And even worse, obviously stupid hypocrites to boot. We talk about work ethic, but we are cruising along as the boss while whipping the troops along. It's clear to everybody that we are applying an indulgent, different set of rules to ourselves. We can be clever and come up with all sorts of justifications and corporate doublespeak, but nobody is fooled by our deceit. Treat others how you want to be treated is the most basic level required for boss-subordinate interactions. This is commonly called the golden rule. The actual true target level should be to treat subordinates how they want to be treated, and is called the platinum rule. Let's go for the platinum rule, shall we? This sounds easy enough, but there is no necessary uniform idea on this, and every person can have quite different expectations. As the boss, we need to keep inquiring about what our people want. We may have had that conversation once before, but a lot can happen in the space of a few years, and these desires are not stagnant. Changes can include getting married, having children, taking care of aged parents, buying a home, paying for the kids' education, etc. The list of changes are long and we need to appreciate that our subordinates need change. Taking the view that it doesn't matter because we pay them is an antiquated idea stuck back in the day when resumes were numerous and boss choices were many. Money is important, of course, but as life speeds up, time becomes in short supply. Flexibility can create the time our people need, and we can help them achieve things they need. If we are dogmatic about the rules and procedures, that may make us feel powerful, but be counterproductive inside the culture. Our research has clearly shown that the key to getting teams engaged is they feel the boss cares about them. The way they know that is actually the case is through the way the boss communicates and the boss's capacity to be flexible and supportive of the needs of the staff. As the boss, you can't fake this stuff. You're either supportive or you're not. The basic posture has to be an inside-out job, where the natural instinct is there to support our staff in every way we can. Prancing around as if you were supportive and using sweet words and pleasant smiles isn't going to cut it, if just fluff. When the decisions get attached to real money, this is when we all see if what the leader says and does is the same thing or not. People are not stupid. They can tell what is smoke and mirrors and what they can trust and rely upon. So let's not insult anyone's intelligence. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then tell your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. You can contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Until the next episode, take what you thought valuable, put it into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. So be one of them. Remember, I'm in your corner, your go-to guy for soft skills training in Tokyo, committed to your success here in Nippon.